We have already started the chapter Acids, Bases and Salts from the chemistry portion of ICSE class 10 syllabus, and we have discussed so far on the general concept of acids with examples, importance or role of hydronium ion or H3O plus ion, some naturally occurring acids, their names as well as their natural sources. Let's talk about the classification of acids. Acids can be classified in various ways, mainly on the basis of three ways. Number one, depending on their sources. How is it? Sources, that means either organic sources or inorganic or mineral sources. So let's elaborate this basis of classification. On the basis of depending on their sources, acids are classified into two types, organic acids and inorganic acids. Organic acids are such acids whose sources are plants. That means organic acids having some plant sources. Also, they are weak acids. Weak acids, that means they cannot be dissociated completely into ions in solution. They do not ionize. You also take such notes with me. Do not ionize completely in solution. So, they contain ions as well as molecules. Very important statement that so they contain ions as well as molecules, and as because they are weak acids, they also are non-corrosive. That means they cannot create burns if being contacted with some person's skin. Non-corrosive in nature. Some common examples of organic acids. Examples: oxalic acid. In a previous video, we have discussed some naturally occurring acids, mainly organic acids, and their natural sources. And from that, the sources of organic acid, the main source is tomato. The vegetable tomatoes are the main sources of oxalic acid. Mind it. And the chemical formula of organic acid is COOH bonded with another COOH group. So the formula will be COOH whole 2. Second, another important example, common example, like acetic acid. Acetic acid, and the formula is CH3COOH. CH3COOH, and the source of acetic acid, common source, natural source, vinegar. Okay, vinegar is a main source of acetic acid. Now, inorganic acids, which are obtained usually from minerals. Inorganic acids usually are obtained from minerals. Inorganic sources like minerals. Usually obtained from minerals or inorganic substances. They are generally strong or corrosive acids. One exception is there. except carbonic acid. Carbonic acid, we can get carbonic acid by dissolving carbon dioxide gas into water. Carbonic acid, whose molecular formula is H2CO3, is, by the way, inorganic acids also known as mineral acids. Inorganic acids are also known as mineral acids, mineral acids. H2CO3 is an inorganic or mineral acid which is weak or non-corrosive in nature. And one interesting fact is that we know that from the general properties of acids, acids turn blue litmus red. Acids turn blue litmus red. But carbonic acid turns blue litmus not red but pink. H2CO3 or carbonic acid turns blue litmus pink, not red, because it is a weak acid. Take notes, or you may take screenshot and later write down. Okay. And the use of carbonic acid, it is used in soft drinks. Okay. Cola drinks, soft drinks. Point number 3 of inorganic or mineral acids, in case of inorganic or mineral acids, that generally strong or corrosive acids, that means they ionize completely in solution, producing a high concentration of hydronium ions or H3O plus. I am using third bracket to indicate the concentration. The concentration of any substance, chemical substance, is to be indicated by using the third bracket surrounding its formula. So third bracket H3O plus is third bracket H3O plus denotes the concentration of hydronium ions. The ion is completely in solution, producing a high concentration of hydronium ions, except in case of carbonic acid or H2CO3. Okay. Now, the second basis of classification, that is depending on their concentration. Now, come to the point, concentration of acid. That means concentration of an acid means the amount of acid present in a definite amount of its aqueous solution. I am repeating this term. Concentration of an acid means the amount of acid, amount or quantity of acid present in a definite amount or quantity of its aqueous solution. That means solution of water. One thing I must say to inform you that the concentration of acid does not mean the strength of that acid. Concentration simply tells us about the amount or quantity of water present in the acid simply tells us the amount of water present in the acid and not the strength of the acid. Strength of the acid means the measure of concentration of hydronium ions or H3O plus ions the acid produces in its aqueous solution. The concentration of an acid versus the strength of the acid will be discussed in my next teaching video by stating the formula of the concentration of an acid and the strength of the acid with exploring some numerical problems with solution. Now, on the basis of depending on the concentration of an acid, the acid is of two types, concentrated acid and dilute acid. Concentrated acid and number 2, dilute acid. Concentrated acid is an acid which contains a very small amount of water or no water or H2O it contains. Whereas dilute acid is an acid containing far more quantity, or amount of water than its own mass. Okay. Now, the third basis of classification depending on their basicity. Basicity means the number of hydronium ions or H3O plus ions that can be produced by the ionization of one molecule of that acid whose basicity is to be measured in its aqueous solution. On the basis of this point, acids can be classified into 3 or 4 types like monobasic acids, dibasic acids, tribasic acids, and even tetrabasic acid. In your syllabus, the main focus will be going on monobasic, dibasic and tribasic acids. These 3 types of acids based on their basicity. It is a separate point and it will be discussed later because I don't want to elaborate this video too much. I don't want to take too much time to elaborate this video, so it will be explained later. To be explained later. The whole discussion at a glance, classification of acids, the 3 main types, the 3 main bases of classification and the different subtypes. You may take a screenshot, or if you have written down the notes, then it will be fine. Okay, that's all for today. I think you have been benefited from such videos. If you like my teaching, then don't forget to subscribe this channel and keep on watching more and more new videos which will be uploaded very soon. For that you have to wait slightly, and please share these videos. Till then, bye bye.